Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon is what I thought. It's the Stone Age, man. Dude, there are thousands of Afghans. Are we supposed to shoot these motherfuckers? What are we supposed to do? And we're like, Karzai, he's gonna be the next president of this country. Taliban are that way, got a mass casualty. I remember jumping into this hole. That's where the J-Dam hit. And I remember looking down, Shawn, and I was like, who's been eating hamburger out here? I didn't know that that's what happened to human flesh, eviscerated. And I was like, damn, this is for real. We get down there to Objective Rhino. I flashed back to Ranger School, and I was like, I'll be the last one off the MC-130 because one of these morons is going to leave something important. They're going to forget something. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
It's like, so they all get run off. It's like talcum powder, brown. You've been in brown out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about. Like where it's literally, you can't see the sun. There's so much because those C-130 engines are ripping, 53 rotors. This is like, it's dark. It's just really, you can't see shit. They literally go off into the dust. I'm with my Surefire, checking everything out. Okay. Nobody left anything, or somebody actually did leave something, but I was like, it's not that important. I was worried. So I go jump off the back of the C-130. I'm running, thinking I'm pretty cool, Shawn. Like, thinking like, this will work in the movie. Step in a pothole full of, couldn't see it right because it was full of dust. I just flipped, dude. And I was like, oh shit, I just broke my ankle.
Oh, damn.
Have you broken any?
No.
I was like, damn. I'm like, and I look, and in this Marine, no t-shirt, wearing this, remember this shitty tanker goggles?
Yeah.
Comes running up, because he sees me flip. He's right near me. He's like, Jesus Christ, are you all right? And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna hurt. Then he sees my rank, because I had my rank on. And of course, like a true Marine, he's like, oh my God, sir, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Shawn, I look back. So I'm lying there, C-130 ramp down. And I'm looking into that. I'm like, I could just get back onto that plane and just fly back to Uzbekistan and be done with this whole thing. I clearly have injured myself, right? I was like, it probably was a nanosecond, but it seemed like this really drawn out, like, you know, I'm playing the whole video. And then I'm like, you dumbass, get going. Literally stumble onto the helicopter. All I can remember from medical training is don't take off your boot. Remember? Because it'll start swelling. I was a dumbass, and I didn't have, my med kit I had it in my back.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know what we were doing then, dude. We didn't know what we were doing. I had my medical kit. I'm crammed onto this 53. I can't move. Certainly can't even get to my... It's so loud, I can't tell somebody, hey, can you give me my medical kit? I'm like, I'm just going to ride this one in. We fly. And what I remember, I have photos of this. Like the helicopter, you would feel like your pressure was going down, like you were getting jammed into your seat. And then all of a sudden you go weightless. No seats in this. This isn't training anymore. You're not belted in. You know, now you have those hooks that you hook into. We didn't have any of that crap then. It was just like, man. And then I realized special operators never fly during daylight. And we're doing a daylight mission. So they're doing nape of the earth because the idea is the lower you can get. I don't know why we do this in the desert. I get it when you're doing it in the forest. The idea is you fly so low that they can't shoot at you or a surface-to-air missile can't lock on before you pass over. I'm like, I don't think that shit's going to work in the desert. But hey, far be it from me, right? We were doing Cold War tactics, right? Mm-hmm. They fly naked to the earth, and then you know how they had the mountains? They'd like that, and that would be us getting pushed into the chair, and then, dude, you would come off the knife's edge. I don't know, it was probably 10 feet. It felt like you could have reached out and touched the ground, and then they would just dump it right back, and then you'd go weightless, right? It was like that vomit comet thing for the astronauts. And I was like, okay, this is the real deal here, man. This isn't training anymore, flat and level.
Yeah.
We land, get out. I'm no shit. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon is what I thought. We get off that thing. I'm looking around. It's the Stone Age, man. I was like, holy shit. And linked up. There was a CIA officer there. So we get off the helicopter. You know what you're supposed to do? Set up like a perimeter. You know how you run off and you throw yourself down. And there are thousands of Afghans just rambling around. That's not a training scenario you get at Bud's, is it? Mm-mm. Or at a workup?
No.
I've never seen this scenario. We're like, well, are we supposed to shoot these motherfuckers? What are we supposed to do? And I'm like, we're not going to do a damn thing. So I said, I just walked off, said, come on, let's go. And now this is the leadership thing where I know the fellas are like, Miller, we always knew he was an idiot. We always thought he was an idiot. Now we know he's an idiot because we're not doing the playbook. I just walked down. I see a road. I walked to the road, and we just sat down next to the road, had a cigarette, just sat there. Commo guy puts his radio up, tries to make comms, nothing. Doggone pickup truck, Hilux comes whipping by. This guy, legendary CIA officer, who I won't refer to here, but you've met, with this great bushy mustache, goes, hey, cowboy, need a lift? You could knock me over with a feather, right? So surrealistic. I'm like, yeah, we do. We load up in the truck. We go down to where Karzai is in this schoolhouse. 2,000-pounder came in on this hill right above him. There's a schoolhouse. There's a medical clinic. Karzai got a mirror fell and cracked him in the head or some crap, whatever. But we get to the schoolhouse and we're like, Karzai, he's going to be the next president of this country. Taliban are that way. Got a mass casualty. We get off. They start hauling. There are two other 53s. So we get off and we see over here, they're moving all the casualties onto these two other birds. So we didn't backfill them like we planned. I didn't care at that point, right? And final point, it's like, so you're in combat now, right? Mm-hmm. Which, Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Got a bum leg already. I'm limping around. I'm like, oh my God, this is quintessential Chris Miller. Like, oh, gee, I finally get to the big show and hurt myself. It's all right. So we put in, everybody was obviously pretty shattered, either injured, concussed. Well, that same thing, you know what I mean? But the force that was there we're like, we just got to give them some time off. So we put in security around there, right? And I remember jumping into this hole. You know where this goes. It's like, this is a good fighting position. That's where the JDAM hit. And I remember looking down, Shawn, and I was like, who the f***'s been eating hamburger out here?
Oh, man.
Dude, I didn't know that's what happened to human flesh or human body when it's eviscerated. And I was like, damn, this is for real.